Oh, I guess some of this video I'm talking about my system, what I got going on in here. I don't know if you can really see it, but I had a backup camera. North Dakota, for anybody that lives here, you should know what kind of life we're living right now. But I got 8 fans. They're all blowing air in. There's no fans pulling it out, but it's got pretty good airflow. Obviously, one's down at the moment. I can't really get in there other than, well, you can't even see it in there, but I have 2 Orion Xtr1.00tw. They're strapped together, pushing my Orion hcca's 12.2s. Got everything wired at 2 ohm right now. And if you want to get a good look at that XTR amp, check out Big D Wiz on YouTube. He did an amp dyno on that amp, and man, those numbers impress the shit out of anybody, especially for the price of that amp. But anyways, I got 2 of those strapped, and according to the manual and what I've figured out, do not use the bass knob that comes with it if you're going to strap your amps. If you want a bass knob, you'll have to do an inline RCA bass knob like I got going on. Apparently if you hook up a bass knob to it, it just works for the one amp, not both of them. Not sure if it's true or not, but I did have an amp go out on me running it like that. And for you that are new to strapping, you have your master amp and your slave amp, and you'll have negative going to negative, and that's where your bridge comes in. Then your master positive will be the positive on your speaker. Then the slave negative will be the negative, or the slave positive will be the negative for your subwoofer. Any more questions, comment. I'll try to drop a graph or something. I mean, honestly, just Google it. You'll figure it out pretty easy. But okay, so I got those 2, and then I got a 500.4 that's powering all 4 of my tweeters. I got 2 up in the dash. Those are Orion. I don't think they're XTR brand. I think they're Cobalt. Cobalt CW125. And then that's also running my tweeters in the back door. Those are XTR 1.0 tweeters. And I actually have that amp turned down a little bit because it's a little too much power for those little tweeters. And that's all at 4 ohms, so that amp ain't even actually pushing out what it could do. Then I have an XTR 1000.4, and that's running all of my door speakers, which is the Skar audio, I think FSX65. They're all 4 ohm, and those I think I had to turn those down a little bit, but they just came out with the new models on these amps, so they're all pushing a little more than, well, they probably always been pushing that much. But and other than that, let's see, electrical, I have 2 yellow top batteries, 1 in the front, 1 in the back. And then I got this shitty duralast battery. This is my next goal, is to replace out that battery. I think I'm going to get an excess power. I'd like to get a lithium powered one, but man, those are expensive. And I mean, you can see all the corrosion. It's just not doing me any good. But yeah, I got 2 runs of 0 gauge going from back here to up front. Everything's fused, everything's safe. It's kind of a mess right now because of my 11,000.1 went back to warranty. I'm not sure what went wrong with it. They haven't gotten me any answers yet, but they're working on it, is all they can tell me. And then I got a little Skar Audio EVL-65s. They're 200 RMS. I got 4 ohm DVC on each of them. I got 2 of them. I don't know. The box has turned out okay. I think I could have done a better job on them. Really though, pretty happy with what I got. Man, that's not the amp that's going to be there forever, but that's a Crunch. I think it's a PZX1000.2. I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure that thing's, I think it's pushing, I don't know, what is it, 500 by 2, I'm thinking. And that amp right there, so far has been a little better than that NB Court. Can't really say a whole lot about the NB Court, honestly, because it didn't last me too long. But I'm thinking the ohm reading on the voice coils is a little lower than what they say, because I think it was Alpha Omega, I'm not really sure who, but somebody said that it's from probably running at too low of an ohm load. And the amp's 1 ohm stable, so I'm sure it was probably maybe 0.8 or something and it couldn't handle it. But yeah, I don't think you could see my tweeters in there, but if you can. And then here's the inline bass knob that I got, Skar Audio. I think it's like 10 bucks, so it really ain't too bad. You know, you just gotta buy a little extra RCA for it or not. And then, I guess I'll go over this. I got Kenwood deck, flip out. So far so good. It doesn't work with Android as well as I'd like it to, but it works for everything that I need. And this is, I think, KVT, what is it? Here it is. I don't know if you can see it, but KVT-7012 BT. That thing's been doing me pretty good. So although USB, my last Sony that I had would read a 64 gig USB. Now I don't know what it reads, but it won't read my whole 64 that I got on there, which kind of bugs me. But I'm trying to go Bluetooth on everything. Not that the quality is exactly better, but it's better than that USB that I got there. So then audio control, the Epicenter. It if you could show, it's right now it's on SPL. It reads up to 160. I've only seen 148. I'm betting it'd be a higher number if I had it up on the dash or something. Then you can, well, you can hold your peak, which I don't really use, but then you can check your volts too, which I really like. Then as for the bass restoration part of it, that's kind of a hit or miss on the song, I've started to find out. But it actually works kind of nice when my girlfriend's playing her music. Some of her songs, they just got like no bass at all, but when I push this button right here, it like, I don't know, it's a whole nother world of bass. But and I think that was like 160 bucks. The deck, that was like 400 bucks. Everything brand new. I don't buy used anymore, except for that one Orion back there, the gray cone, that's used, but it must have been the best used thing I've ever purchased, because it's lasted me over a year and I've beat the piss out of them. My rims are all plasti dipped. As you can see, when I got my new tires, well, this one actually doesn't look too bad. When I got my new tires, you know, they had to move the weight, so now I'm gonna have to go back through and re-plasti dip them. I don't know, somebody give me an opinion on this if you care, but those little smoke things up here, they're only 25 bucks for all 4 of them. I figured, why the hell not? These used to be chrome. I plasti dipped those just to the little stripes. What else? I plasti dipped the grill. My brother said I should leave this chrome. Not sure why, but I did. Then I got a mechman 240 amp alternator. It does 263 amps at 1800 RPM, and then I think at idle, which is like 800 RPM, it'll do 160, which is more than my stock alt. My stock one would only do 140 at, well, I don't know if it's idle or not, but this ain't looking the cleanest. But there's my fuses, 2 wires. I kind of I don't know if anybody else wants to comment as well, but I mean, just for the hell of it, would you throw an extra wire on your alternator? I mean, I think zero gauge is rated for 250 amps. I kind of just wanted to buy like a 4-aught cable and stick it on there just to be done with it. Then I got my AEM